That's Prime Minister Modi speaking to not just the chief ministers of various states, but also to the people of this country. I want to go across for reactions now. Dr. Narendra Gupta joins us, leading public health expert. What did you make of the Prime Minister's strategy, which he laid out over the past 40 minutes in trying to deal with the second wave of infections? Do you think he's been able to lay out a roadmap which can help bring this current surge under control, Dr. Gupta?
So far, thanks Rahul for having me. What the PM said, of course, is something very important and something needs to be done. He stressed on this point very clearly that we have accumulated enough experience and we have far more resources than we earlier had last year. But the point here is that are we utilizing this experience and these resources rationally, adequately, or in a very systematic manner? I don't find that that is happening here in this country. We are still trying to, look at the issue of this rising surge into infection, and our attempts are more of a firefighting rather than, very planned, very already worked out systems in which we see it in a very decentralized manner, in a manner by which, the people at the grassroots, people who are at the periphery, people, frontline health workers, they begin to comprehend and conceptualize the whole issue, because they are the ones who are directly in contact with the communities. They are the ones who have to understand the entire gamut of issues so that they could work it out in a proper manner. Somehow, I find that there's too much of centralization of planning.
Let Nupur Sharma respond to this charge that's being flung the government's way time and again about over-centralization, not allowing for a scale-up at the pace at which India needs at this time and wanting to control every decision that's taken. Nupur, respond to this and what you earlier heard from Supriya.
Well, good evening, Rahul. Absolutely untrue. Rather, if you could actually understand what the Prime Minister was saying, was that, he's been saying it since the entire procedure of the first unlock started last year, that the different states have different circumstances and they have different rates of CFR, different positivity rates, and they need to come back to the central government with their best blueprint as to how to manage the situation. What all can they afford to unlock in session 1, session 2, and thereon? Right now also, if I understand what the Prime Minister said collectively, is that he is egging on the state governments to increase testing. And this is absolutely in consonance with what the Honorable Health Minister yesterday said. Out of the 3 states that he listed that need to ramp up testing, 2 are actually BJP-led states, where BJP governments are in power. 1 in Gujarat, 2nd in Karnataka, and 3rd he also listed Rajasthan, which is a Congress-run state. Now, as far as Ms. Srinath is concerned, she said we need to pace up. Well, certainly we need to pace up vaccination, because it is not a small matter that the national average of vaccination wastage is 6.5%. If our frontline and healthcare workers, come in for the first dosage at the rate of, say, 86% for health workers and 73% for frontline workers, I'm giving the example of Maharashtra. And if for the second dosage, you can say vaccination was started in on January 16th, we are in middle April. If for the second dosage, only 41% each has turned up, then that's a cause to worry. The fact is, we need to ensure that there is no wastage of vaccination. We need to ensure that people are turning up. I was reading today in a newspaper article, the Health Minister of Chhattisgarh had actually said on 25th March that, we are seeing almost 10% vaccine wastage. And today he's gone on record to say that the cases are rising thanks to Maharashtra.
Supriya, you want to respond to this, because I'm also running out of time. The point that both Nupur and before that the Prime Minister made, that instead of getting into this tu-tu mai opposition ruled states versus the centre, unless everybody works together, because the virus doesn't recognize an opposition ruled state from a BJP ruled state.
Rahul, I will make a very brief reference to the Prime Minister. I am very glad that he has told the BJP spokespersons their rank and file, the BJP chief ministers like Yogi Adityanath, don't be casual. He's telling Amit Shah, start wearing a mask. He's telling them, do appropriate corona behavior. That's what he's telling his ministers all roaming without masks. He's telling his chief ministers like Yogi Adityanath, test more. Don't stop private testing. He's telling the BJP spokespersons and the troll army, stop trolling people for rising infections. They are only testing more. And he's emphasizing on testing when test positivity ratio is actually over 8.5%. The issue that I have with the Prime Minister's statement, and sarcasm aside, is the fact that the Prime Minister did not address the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is supply of vaccines. It's all right to talk about wastage, and I think medical experts will say 6.5% is not a huge number in a country like ours. What we need to focus on is the pace and the supply of vaccination. The prime maker of vaccines in India has put up his hand and said,
the manufacturers, both Serum Institute and Bharat Biotech, have asked the government for resources to ramp up production capacity. There has been no word from the government on whether those resources will be made available from union funds.
Well, certainly the DGCI will actually take into consideration, and the government is doing enough. I read on a ticker on your own channel that Dr. Harshvardhan, the Union Health Minister, has said 4.3 crore dosages of the vaccination are still available. And only today, your Maharashtra Health Minister said only today they received 7.4 lakh vaccine dosages. So I don't know what you're talking about. At the same time, yes, let's not miss the elephant in the room, wherein the 5 states which are accounting for 70% of infection and almost 44% of deaths, I mean CFR, is actually ruled by Congress. Punjab, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and 2 more. All I'm trying to say is it would actually benefit of us all from fear-mongering, wherein even Mr. Shashi Tharoor, the likes of Mr. Shashi Tharoor, Jairam Ramesh, Anand Sharma and the likes, did not actually shy away from saying, oh, it's a emergency use authority given too early. Why have, we need to be careful, what are we doing? To 3 states, 2 of which are run by Congress government, Chhattisgarh and Punjab, not allowing co-vaccine. The fact is, as far as I understand, my personal knowledge goes, Serum Institute makes around 7 crore vaccine dosages in a month, and Bharat Biotech makes 1 crore in a month. Why do you not open up your arms? I did not know that the government know better than our medical professionals and our researchers.
So I'm out of time. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm out of time. You know, the Prime Minister took up the large part of the show. I'm out of time. And
Rahul, do I not get a time to retort?
Okay, 15 seconds. You spoke the maximum on the show, Supriya.
You spoke twice. I spoke twice as well. You spoke twice. I spoke twice as well. Why should you get the first word and the last word?
7.5 lakh dosage being given to Maharashtra.
No, he did not ask you the question.
Don't hyperventilate.
He said he was
7.5 lakh dosage being given to Maharashtra, which is vaccinating 5 lakh people every day. 7.5 lakh dosage for Maharashtra, vaccinating 5 lakh people every day. It will not even last for 1.5 days, madam.
Get your numbers
you don't know
correct.
medicine.
You're vaccinating
don't pretend to know it.
Don't lie on
Okay, so there are very serious issues.
You know the medicine. You are a doctor. You are the expert.
Stop
you had 40 lakh dosages in before. You should also listen.
He's pulling you up. He's pulling up Amit Shah. He's pulling up Yogi Adityanath. He's pulling up the likes of you. The people like you who are making up a
Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. We will look at some of the issues. I didn't get an opportunity to dive deep into some of the key problems at this time and what needs to be done to deal with those problems. We'll hopefully be able to do that in the news track tomorrow. But for the time being, Nupur Sharma, Supriya Srinath, I'm sorry we had to let Dr. Trehan go and without getting an opportunity to speak, but we will have him back and we will do a proper structured conversation on trying to deal with the COVID surge tomorrow. This is all I have time for on the news track. Rajdeep Sardesai comes up next from Kolkata with his show on the other side of a quick break. For your time and your trust. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.